Okay, I'm going to make this real quick. I'm going to title this video. Bishop Nate of the IUIC said that when the Lord was on the cross, the darkness was an eclipse. So my question is, was it a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse? I want him to get back with me. He said it was an eclipse. That's why it was dark. From the, what was it? What was that, from the 6th hour? To the 6th hour to the 9th hour.
Yeah.
Which was 6th hour represents 12 noon approximately.
Right.
9th hour represents 3. So that's when the sun was up and it was daytime. Everything went dark.
Right.
Scholars will tell you that was an eclipse. They'll tell you it was a lunar eclipse. Nate just said, we just been listening to him, you know, he said that the darkness, he's speaking about the two men on the cross on either side of the Lord. He said Uri read, where Captain Uri read, the famous Captain Uri read that there was a time of darkness, and Nate blurted out that was an eclipse. But he didn't say whether it was a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse. It was a solar eclipse. It was a solar eclipse. Now, when does a solar eclipse, I'm sorry, a lunar eclipse? It was a lunar eclipse, excuse me. When does a lunar eclipse occur? It occurs only on the full moon. When was the Lord crucified? He was crucified on the Passover. That's why he's known as the Lord of the Passover. He was born on the Passover, and he was crucified on the Passover. That was 2 weeks into the first month. So you just cut yourself, Nate. You just cut yourself, my man. Now, I want you to come back next week and you can explain yourself. I know you're gonna lie and say it was a solar, nope, it was a lunar eclipse. It was a lunar eclipse, my brother. Now, I don't know if you can get, let me do this. Let me go to my phone. Say something, say something possible.
Yeah, he mentioned about, they read the scripture where the title, the title of the Lord when he was crucified, was written in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. So my question to him would be, what is that Hebrew name that was written on that title? Because, you know, that term, Jesus Christ, wasn't back there yet. Because when they read the scriptures, they say Jesus Christ, correct? That's what they say, right? So Jesus Christ wasn't back there yet. That didn't come until, you know, when the English came on the scene, right? So what was that name that was written on that title in the Hebrew? I wonder what he would say. He can't say Jesus Christ because that's not Hebrew.
Now let me say something into this phone.
Yeah.
What phase of the moon does a lunar eclipse come in? I can't see it. You know where you're going, right?
Yep.
I can't see it. Can you see this?
You need lights?
We'll put that on. Oh, I still can't see it.
You know what? Let me get.
Give me your glasses.
Yeah, I should have them. There you go, boss.
Bear me for a minute. So Nate didn't say, he said it was an eclipse, but he didn't say whether it was a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse. I say it was a lunar eclipse. Scholars and historians say it was the moon eclipse, lunar eclipse occurred at the full moon phase. So guess what, Nate? We got you. We got you. A lunar eclipse only occurs. As a matter of fact, when we had our Passover, it was on a lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was on a lunar eclipse, showing you that the Spirit is with us.
That's right.
And not which year.
That's right.
Anyway, you got anything else to say?
No, like I said, I would love to hear what he would say.
Yeah, well, he better not say it was a solar eclipse.
Yeah.
Because I just read.
Also with that title, that the title of Yahweh Shai was written in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. So Jesus
There
Christ
was no J in the Latin. There was
Yep.
no J in the Hebrew.
Yep.
And there was no J in the Greek.
And furthermore, the Lord said, Yahushua said, "Lo, I'm with you."
You got to say furthermore, right? Furthermore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I need a quill in my hand when I'm saying it. Yeah, so point escaped me. But yeah, Yahushua said, he said, "Lo, I'm with you even to the ends of the earth." So we're in the ends of the earth now, correct? According to prophecy. So the Spirit of Yahushua is with us. So if the Spirit of Yahushua is with us, how the hell we're not going to know His name? If the Spirit of Yahushua is with us. So.
And you said it was an eclipse. That's what you said. That's what you said. Bishop Nate Nathaniel of the IUIC, you said that it was an eclipse. An eclipse. It was a lunar eclipse. You didn't say whether it was solar or eclipse. I'm just repeating myself. I'm telling you what it was. I'm telling you what it was.
Yeah,
it was a lunar eclipse, not a solar eclipse. So he just kept the He had the Passover supper. No, street. He had the Passover supper with the apostles, right? And then he was crucified the next day.
Yep.
So that was on the 15th day, going into the 16th day. When you keep the Passover? 2 weeks into the first month. So guess what? You just cut yourself, my dude. Anyway, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Shalom.
All right, shalom.
Gotta be like Sharp Eye Washington.
That's right. Hey, Yahushua said to watch as well as pray, so we watching, man.
Yeah, we watching here.
This is what we do.
Just watching. We watching.